One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Well, 4th of July weekend, 250 years. Let's go to New York City. Andrew Rein. Andrew Rein's the president of the Citizens Budget Commission. And there's a rumor that we have a mess on our hands. But I'm going to let Andrew Rein to tell us how the budget is. The budget was supposedly signed off, and we're ready to go. But everybody's yelling at everybody. And, well, Andrew Rein, president of the City Budget Commission, tell us what's going on.
Okay, so the mayor and the speaker came to agreement, as they do every year, and they agreed to a balanced budget. But let's kind of peel away what happened. Let's just spin back to January for a second. The mayor spoke the truth. He told everyone clearly the city has a huge structural budget problem. And then he went to attack it and close that budget gap. Now, he did some good things. He appointed these chief savings officers that went into each agency, and he's found some savings, and that's the right approach, and frankly, he needs to do much more of that. But the reality is, we have a huge structural budget problem, and the budget agreement, the $125 billion budget agreement, does not solve that budget problem. Next year is balanced. We shouldn't leave anybody the wrong impression. Next year is balanced. But the way he closed that budget gap was with $5 billion of one-shots, short-term savings, and shifting costs to future taxpayers. And when you use a one-shot, that's just a patch. That's one-time money. It leaves the hole to be open next year. So he's left the city next year himself as mayor with a gaping hole next year of $6.4 billion and increasing fiscal stress in the years after. That budget gap goes up to $8.5 billion, but that's actually what we see on paper. It doesn't include the next round of raises for city employees, and it doesn't include his very ambitious agenda. Remember, he wants to fund universal child care. It's not in the budget yet. He wants to fund free buses. It's not in the budget yet. So there's more money that he wants to spend. So we've got a problem right as it is, and it grows over time.
Understood. Now, is the problem in any particular spot?
You can look at it in specific places and overall, and let's just spin back. We have, for the last decade, layered on more and more programs into the city, and some of these are good programs, but we haven't had any of the discipline, and frankly, when revenues are coming in hand over fist, and we get a lot of federal and state aid, during COVID, money is layered on, programs layered on, without any serious effort to say, hey, what are we doing that we shouldn't be doing? What's actually not helping New Yorkers? How are we running more efficiently? We haven't had a serious effort to ask or deal with any of those questions. So we have an overall problem that we're just spending more than we take in. Then you look at specific choices. Our school system has, shrunk around 150,000 students over the last 10 years. And while charter schools have gone up around 60,000, but as we reduce, as enrollment declines, we've been holding individual schools harmless, and we give them the same amount of money, which makes no sense. We now have 200 schools with under 200 kids. So we are spending literally $400 million a year to give schools the same money that they used to get when they had more students. That money is not well spent.
Understood. Now, is it over? Is the budget closed, or is there a system to go back and try to make adjustments?
Well, the way the city budget works just structurally is every quarter there is an update, so we get to see how things are going, how the revenues are going, how the spending is going, and then the budget is locked and adopted for this year. We might see some adjustments because, listen, we got to watch the economy. If it's good, we'll have more money, and we need that. Quite frankly, and that's good for everyone. But if there is some slowdown or adjustment, we need to deal with that. But the issue is the effort to save money, to increase efficiency, can never be over. And for his credit, the mayor said no. And the first deputy mayor, I heard him last night on TV say, no, we need to continue with the chief savings officers identifying savings. The reality is they've identified $1 billion of savings each year in the future. But that should double. That should triple in 2 years. That should quadruple. And that effort should not stop because we need an efficient government. We need a higher quality government. Part of what the problem in New York, it's always going to be expensive. But if we're not getting value for those dollars, that's where it becomes a real problem for all different New Yorkers. It's not whether you're rich or poor. It's are you getting the value you need to have a city that, is worth you staying here. And that effort has to continue.
Andrew Rein, President of the Citizens Budget Commission, thank you for bringing all New Yorkers up to date, because how New York City goes is how the whole region goes. And have a happy 4th and a happy 250 years. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.